Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chaos Beastmen Eye for an Eye campaign playthrough. Last episode we raised our first settlement to the ground of Dunkel Build, right here. But everything else in this turn is done, so I'm going to go ahead and end that turn. So I'm going to put our horde into raiding to gain some income, and then I'm going to do some upgrades for the horde. And I'm going to go for the Squalid Encampment, which costs 4,000 and gives us recruitment capacity, more growth and more corruption. And then because we've only got the one horde, I'm going to end the turn. Alright, our technology has been researched. Grizzly trophies, which I've forgotten what it was. But anyway, here's the first of many mechanics that have been added for the Chaos Beastmen, and it's the Dark Moon. So basically every few turns, I forget how many it is, I presume it's 8 because we're on the 8th turn now, the moon changes, and then we get a bonus depending on which one we choose. So there's when one falls, which is all damaged units will be fully replenished, which is great, but all of them have a downside. And so you have horde growth minus 20 for that one. This one is beast or rage plus 10, but then upkeep is up by a third for everything. Horde growth plus 10, but none of your units will replenish. And then the final one, campaign movement range is reduced by half, but your weapon strength is up and melee attack is up. And each of these have a different amount of turns they last for. I am going to go for when one falls, which lasts 2 turns, and we get all of our units replenished, but we get reduced growth by 20. It's a bit of a shame, but I feel like we need to get our units healed more than we do growing. And we're only down by -1 per turn, which is pretty good. Secondly, I'm going to build this, which is the Pit Hovel, which gives the recruitment allowance for Ungor herds and Ungor spearmen herd with shields, but then the upkeep is reduced by 5% for all Ungor units, which is great. And then I also need to choose which research we're doing next. I'm going to boost our horde growth by +3. And again, end the turn. Alright, I've put our horde into ambush mode, and I'm going to try and take Eslau. And that'll be our next target to raid. And we're going to immediately go in because it's pretty obvious that we're going to win this one. Okay, so we're up against 2 units of footmen, 2 spearmen, and 2 units of crossbowmen, which should be pretty simple to go up against. The only thing that I'm worried about is my cavalry, obviously the Centaurs, I think they are. It's going to be pretty weak against the spearmen, but we can just avoid those and use our raiders at the distance to do as much damage as possible without being injured. So with deployment, I've done the same tactics I did last time, and using the Vanguard deployment of the Beastmen, set pretty much all my units up ahead as close as possible to be able to engage. The other tactic would be to take them from behind, which actually is a pretty good idea. So I'm going to change my plan immediately and put them back here, because behind these hills they'll be invisible. Oh, I need to do them separately because for some reason it's a bit bugged. Okay, well, it turns out I couldn't actually put them at the back there, so I've stuck them on the side here in the trees, so they're completely hidden anyway. These guys aren't actually hidden. Let's just move them in amongst the rest of my units down there. Okay, so majority of my army is over in the woods, hidden out of sight, and the rest of them here are going to charge forward because we all know from the last episode that Khazrak, the One-Eye, is pretty damn powerful when he comes into close combat because of his horns. So we'll move everyone up forward immediately, like that. And the rest of these guys will do the same. Move forward. Like that. So we're going to hit them from both sides, front and from their right flank. Okay, I'm sending my Centaurs, which are my cavalry units, around the side, down behind these hills, and then I will fully flank from the back because I have noticed that the spearmen are on this side and this side, which will cause some issues with them because obviously spearmen counter cavalry. And they're readjusting because they've seen what I'm doing. So I'll continue to approach from the front, like that. And these guys need to run up a little bit more. But Beastmen are very quick, see? Look how quick they're moving at the moment. So it should be pretty easy to sort out this flank. Okay, so my front line's engaged. Straight into the spearmen. Because it's quite a small unit, as you can see, they've taken out most of them already. Now the other swordsman unit is coming in, but I'm going to quickly engage straight away. Khazrak's getting busy, and so I'm going to use his ability, which lowers the defense, the attack, and the armor of the enemy, as such. Everybody else coming in from this side and shooting. And then finally our cavalry units coming in to engage from the flank. Perfect. Tons of damage, nearly all that unit completely wiped out. These crossbowmen are causing an issue. So I think I'm going to set... Oh, they are being shot at, that's fine. I'm going to send Khazrak into the back of these guys. Flank and finish them off. I mean, it was a pretty one-sided battle this. We knew we were going to win. But it's always fun to watch. There's Khazrak. Here he is. Oh, a bit too close. See him gore somebody. There we are. And they're fleeing. And we win. Still really enjoying playing the Beastmen so far. It's just struck me how powerful the Blood Moon phase that I've just chose is, because I just imagine in the future when we've got 2 or 3 hordes roaming around and they're not replenished. If they're all very, very low and you use that, all 3 herds could go back to full strength immediately, and that could be devastating for anyone you fight against. So honestly at the moment the Beastmen are my favourite, simply because they seem incredibly strong in all aspects. I'm sure in the long run I might find some problems with them, but right now I'm really enjoying them. Khazrak is now level 3, which is always good to see. And then I think we can again go for Raise and Defile, just because, although our money is quite low, but it's only 1,000. Yeah, Raise and Defile, and I'll be sure to focus on some raiding in the next turn, because we're quite low on income. Can I change his stats now? No. Next turn we'll have to change it. First we have to give him a new trait, because he's gone up a level. So we did go for leadership in the end. Vigor loss, charge bonus, melee attack, charge bonus. I'll go for the melee attack up for Ungor Herd and Spearman Herd units. And end the turn. God, those turns are really quick, aren't they? Okay, so change the stance to raiding. We're going to gain any... No income at the moment. Okay, I might move into another province then. Let's move into... I'll slowly move because I can't move just yet. But next turn we'll move into that province of Karaberg. And in the meantime, I'll just end the turn again because I can't do much else. But thankfully they're very quick. I can't actually move across there, why not? What if I change path? Am I just not allowed in there or something? Is there a rule I'm not reading properly? Alright, well I'll move this way then. And can't recruit. Can't upgrade because I moved. That's disappointing. So we've got an army moving down to Scheinfeld, and a small army moving across there, which I might target because easy pickings. That's what we want. Still no money from raiding, so I'll move across again. Are we in Beast Path? Yeah, we're in Beast Path. And next turn I'll attack him, because it's a very small army. We can just take out in very quick succession, unless we get attacked right now. Yeah, we're being attacked right now. Fortunately I can retreat, so I'm going to do that now. Because we would almost certainly die in that circumstance. But the same thing's going to happen again. Ah, okay, we've lost. God damn it. So the stats we're in. Yeah, okay, I'm going to auto-resolve and we lose, obviously. There we go. Oh, we didn't lose that many, to be fair. Oh no, wait, that's them. We did lose quite a lot. Oh dear. Is that the end? Is that the end of the game? I think that's the end of the game. I think we just lost completely. Yeah. I've never done that before. I just died. Okay. I'm going to cheat and reload that. Okay, so I did have to load a previous save because after what I said about how great they are and how much I enjoy playing the Beastmen, I was completely wiped out as you saw. So I'm going to play slightly more conservatively than I was imagining I would play, and I'm going to try and bolster my forces a considerable amount before I fight again. But also, I need to keep an eye on this, because this is our bestial rage, and when it reaches the top we get a Bray Herd, which is obviously the same the same mechanic as Greenskins when they get a walk. So we've got to try and play a bit more conservatively, but not so much that we stop fighting, basically. So I kind of want to move away from these guys because they're the ones who killed me, but at the same time that's sort of my objective. So I might hunker down for a bit here and upgrade myself. with what I can, such as getting more units. Or maybe I should just recruit. Recruiting might be a good idea, because look, we can get some slightly better troops now. Spearmen with shields, normal herd, and some more spearmen. We'll do that. And then next turn we should be slightly healthier to take on another army. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here, guys. Please pray for me for the next turn so that things go a little bit better than they did this time. But if you're enjoying these, leave a like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.